Your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to smash that subscribe button and ring that notifications bell so you never miss out on my take on all the latest movies. My name is Tom, and this is my review for Mission Impossible Fallout. Well, hey there guys, welcome back to my movie channel. Thank you very much for joining me for this, my quick non-spoilers review for Mission Impossible Fallout. This is the 6th film in the Mission Impossible series starring Tom Cruise, Henry Cavill, Ving Rhames, Simon Pegg, and some other people. This movie deals with the fallout from not only the last movie, Mission Impossible Rogue Nation, but some of the events that happened at the beginning of this film. Now, first of all, what I will say is, I am a fan of the Mission Impossible franchise, but really my favorite one has been Rogue Nation, the last one that I've got here, up until this movie, and now Mission Impossible Fallout isn't just my favorite Mission Impossible movie, it might be my favorite action movie since Die Hard. And I'll get to the action in just a second, but first of all I wanted to touch on the trailer for Mission Impossible Fallout. I believe it was the first trailer that came out for Mission Impossible Fallout. Really just hit me, man. That trailer took my excitement level up like 25 different levels. To me, that trailer is the best trailer of the year so far, without any kind of question. So obviously Mission Impossible, this is Tom Cruise's franchise, and Tom Cruise is great, like he is in all the other Mission Impossible movies. I don't need to talk much about Tom Cruise and his acting because he's great in all these movies and in these kind of roles. What I will say though, the action in this movie, from the foot chase to the car chase sequences to the helicopter sequences that you've seen in the trailers, all those sequences are amazing and breathtaking. You are on the edge of your seat and you're struggling to breathe because it's so tense and it's so entertaining and it's so thrilling, and there's so much tension going on that it really, during these scenes, the movie doesn't let you take a breath. And then eventually you do have a moment where you do get a moment where you can take a breath, and then another action scene just ramps right back up. I will say you've seen a glimpse of it in the trailers, and I think they actually released pretty much the full clip of it online. The bathroom fight scene in this film, to me, is the best action sequence in this movie. It's the best fight scene to me in this entire movie. The whole sequence probably goes for like a minute and a half, but it's Henry Cavill, Tom Cruise, and another actor, and that fight is incredible. That fight to me is worth the price of the ticket on its own. But as I said, like, that is just one of many different action sequences in this movie, and all of them are flat out fantastic. And it just adds a little something extra that you know that, like, most of the stunts that Tom Cruise does in this movie is actually Tom Cruise doing it. Like, he's actually hanging from the side of a helicopter, he's actually hanging from the side of a mountain. Wires, no wires, he's actually there doing it. And it just adds to like the magic of this franchise, and particularly this movie. I wanted to talk about Henry Cavill's character here for a second, because I was really looking forward to seeing Henry Cavill in this movie, and his character didn't let me down, man. His character of August Walker is awesome. I love this character so much. He's sarcastic, he's tough. The way that this character just walks around and just beats people out with like one punch kind of thing, it's awesome. This character's great, and he's quite he's not just like your two-dimensional character, he's got some complexity to him, and he's an awesome character. I can't speak highly enough of Henry Cavill's performance, the character, and yes, of course, the mustache. Okay, in a lot of my reviews, I don't really touch on, say, directing or cinematography or editing. This review, I am going to touch on those things because I can't not talk about those during this review, because this movie is just technical brilliance from start to finish. Christopher McQuarrie did an amazing job directing this movie. The cinematography, every shot, like every sequence, is shot beautifully. There's no shaky cam, you can follow the action, the stunt work, it looks spectacular. And also the tone of this film. Now, this film's quite a dark film, and while there is some great moments of humor sprinkled throughout the movie, it's a darker film, it has quite a different tone to it, quite a different feel to it. Yet it still feels like a blood relative to the rest of the Mission Impossible franchise. And to me, that's something that I think a lot of sequels kind of lack. Sometimes sequels don't feel like they really truly, go hand in hand with their previous installment. And this one, it does feel very different, but it feels so connected to the other movies. Well, it's able to change tone and still feel distinctly like a Mission Impossible movie. Now, Mission Impossible Fallout is stacked with twists and turns. There's a lot of emotion in this movie, like a lot more emotional scenes in this film than I was expecting, and especially out of a Mission Impossible movie. But this is quite a deep movie at the same time, and there's a lot of intrigue going on, a lot of twists, a lot of plot twists and turns, things that just completely I wasn't expecting at all. And there's not really many negatives I can say about Fallout, except for sometimes they do rely on Hollywood standard tropes here or there, but that's a very, very minor criticism, because this movie, 99.5% of this film is awesome. This is by far my favorite Mission Impossible movie. It's hard to believe that they are 6 films deep in this franchise, and yet the films just keep getting better and better and better. Normally with sequels that go on for a while, you see, diminishing returns. This one just better and better and better, and they up it every single time. They just top themselves all the time, and that's great to see. I love Mission Impossible Fallout, my favorite Mission Impossible movie now. It also is probably, like I said earlier, my favorite action movie since probably the original Die Hard. So guys, that is my review of Mission Impossible Fallout. If you've seen Mission Impossible Fallout, make sure you jump in the comments and let me know what you thought of it. Also, what's your favorite movie in the Mission Impossible franchise? So guys, thank you very much for watching. Once again, if you have not subscribed to my channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring that notifications bell so that you and your friends never miss out on my take on all the latest movies. My name is Tom, and I will see you guys next time.
This message will self-destruct in 10 seconds.